Hi there, Sagittarius. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl, and we're looking at July 27th through August 2nd. This is one dramatic week with a lot of fire and air action contributing to the excitement slash drama. The first thing that's happening is that there is a second full moon this month on July 31st in Aquarius, your third house of communication, siblings, and resources and short travel. If you have been promising a family member, a cousin, a sibling that you would go visit them or that they could come visit you, you might now not feel like it so much. You might not feel like the travel or having people come stay. You might want your own space, but you've made the arrangements, so you're kind of stuck. And rather than act like you're stuck, you're going to act like a Sagittarius and put on the charm. Now, speaking of charm, the planet of magnetism, of beauty, of relationships, harmony, and money, Venus, goes out of phase. She goes out of phase in Leo, your fellow fire sign, in your ninth house of long-distance travel, higher education, spirituality. So for those of you involved in a long-distance love affair, this is the time when you're going to have to decide if it's worth working on, saving, moving forward with, or if it's something that's never going to work out. You're never going to be together because he or she is never going to move where you are, and you are never going to move where he or she is. And while it's fun, there's too much of a disconnect, and that when you come together, it's kind of you've got to start all over again, which can be frustrating, and also which doesn't allow for a lot of continuity in a relationship. Even with Skype and sexting and texting and all of the things that one can do, it's not the same as going out to dinner with your friends and you don't have your person there and telling them about it afterwards, and they're either asleep or they're getting up for their work and they can't talk. You know, it's really long distance, like overseas, is really, really difficult, and a lot of people do end relationships because it's the distance. Actors who are acting overseas and with somebody, they often say work, being apart for so long and being apart so much was the thing that ruined the relationship. And that's exactly what Venus retrograde is going to be working on. Venus retrograde doesn't go retrograde very often, every couple of years, and now she's retrograde for 5 weeks in Leo, which is a sign ruled by the heart. And I think the reason she is retrograde is because she needs to, have a break, and she needs to give us time to work out, are we staying or are we going? What's going on with us, with our relationships? How we feel about the person in our life, if we're single, what sort of person we're really looking to mingle with. This is not a good time to be going on blind dates or online dating dates. This is the time for you to really work on your dating profile and get your headshots done. It's not, it takes a village. You don't just put one snapshot of you with your dog and that's it. It's a whole thing now with like 150 questions, and you have to tell if you have a curvy, athletic, slim, somewhat curvy, somewhat athletic, somewhat slim, body and all that sort of stuff. And, to be honest, a lot of my clients have told me that when they show up to find a man who's, in the gym and fit, it's not necessarily what they get. They might get more Shrek than Stallone. So we always have a good laugh about that. But hey, you've got to be in it to win it, right? You've got to give it a try. And if anyone can do stuff like that, it's you, because you have the right sense of humor and the right ability to deal. So good luck out there. Give yourself, pat on the back, and, just know that this is just a passing phase like everything. Have a great week, and I'll speak to you again next week.